Okay. Hey guys, so it is 1 week exactly until Christmas Eve, and you know what that means? Too excited! Today's video is all about The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. I went to go see it with my dad on Saturday, and it is so good. It is so much fun. It is so much better than the first one, and I love the first one. I love everything Tolkien, and I'm so excited about it. I'm gonna have to go see it like a million times before it leaves the cinema, and then I'll be waiting in anticipation for it to come out on Blu-ray, and then I'll buy it like 5 times. I'll buy it twice at least, because I'll probably get I will get the extended edition when it comes out as well, because I'm like that. If you don't know what The Hobbit is, it's basically the prelude to The Lord of the Rings. And what happens is Bilbo Baggins gets convinced by Gandalf to go on a big adventure with a load of dwarves named Keely, Feely, Biffa, Bomba, Bofa, Oin, Gloin, Nori, Ori, Dori, Thorin, and Balin and Dwalin, who are going on a mission to the Lonely Mountain, which is that ancient city of Erebor, which was destroyed by the dragon Smaug. The Desolation of Smaug is the second part of that story. They go off and they meet the master of Lake Town and this guy called Bard who helps them, and Legolas is back in it, which I love. I love Orlando Bloom as Legolas. He is the best character ever. He's rather wonderful. He has amazing eyes in it. The first one is kind of leading up to it. Sort of they persuade him, and then they go off, and obviously a few things happen, like they get kidnapped by some goblins and all crazy stuff happens. The elves are there, but it's mostly just a kind of setting it up movie. Whereas The Desolation of Smaug is very much more of the story happens. The Hobbit book is actually quite small compared to The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings has 1,031 pages of book, whereas The Hobbit only has kind of I think it's more like 200, 300 pages. So it's not big, and they've managed to split it up into 3 movies, and I didn't think they'd be able to do it, but now watching it, I'm like, I get it. And I think it's a really good way of getting the story out there, even though it's quite a small book, because it really means that they can tell a lot more of the story, they can tell different aspects of it, and I really like it. It's really good. My favourite characters are Keely, Feely and Bofa. James Nesbitt is he's hilarious. And then Aidan and Dean, who play Keely and Feely, are just brilliant. I've seen Aidan Turner in a few other things, such as Being Human. I love that show. And when he got cast as a dwarf, my first thought was, he's not really dwarf-like, is he? He's young and handsome and not dwarf material. But then I really think that it works. The character development in the second one especially, with Tauriel, I just think it's brilliant. I really enjoy it. Being a Tolkien nerd like I am, I really think that the fact that they're keeping really close to the book is really, really good. I love it. That's all I can say really. I love it, and I think everyone should see it. Even if you're not that into The Lord of the Rings, I think you can really get into The Hobbit. It's a lot different, there's a lot more comedy in it, and I think it's easier to follow. The Lord of the Rings can get quite complicated because there's several storylines going on all at once. Everyone needs to see these movies, and I cannot wait for number 3. And I really need this year to hurry up. That's all for today, so go and see The Hobbits, and I will see you on Friday. Bye! Biffa Boffa Bom. Oin Gloin, Biffa Boffa Bomba, Nori Ori Dori, Gloin Oin. I've already said those 2.